Ach, you are smelling like the brewery, mein Capitan. Either you've been drinking, or you've been eating too many of those grapes.
Sure and begorra. A man needs a little nip from his flask now and then, doesn't he?
Personally, I do not require the drinking of the alcohol. It would impair my mental and physical skills.
Ernie Leach has been murdered!
What was that, lass?
Ernie is dead!
So, you finally come to us to confess, is that it?
Confess? No! I'm reporting a murder!
And you was the first one to find the body again?
Well, I guess so.
Quite a coincidence, Fräulein. I think we should be interrogating you to learn the truth! I've had enough of your lies!
Calm down, Heimlich. If there's any interrogating to be done, I'll be the one who does it. Now then, lass, where did you find the body?
The mastodon room. He's hanging from some mastodon tusks.
Ach, he's probably just sleeping on the job.
No, I'm sure he's dead.
Well, I'll go take a look at him then. If I need to talk to you, I'll find you later.
Do we smell a promotion in the air? You're doing splendidly. My Ernie, he was a wonderful man. I really loved him. Oh, sure you did. I know your type, Yvette. I know you didn't really love him. But I did. Ernie was the first man I've ever really loved. I was even trying to find work for him so he could make the extra money. Why did he need extra money? He had a good job here, didn't he? It was the gambling. The ice pick. He killed my Ernie for the gambling debts. Ernie wasn't killed with an ice pick. No, the ice pick is the... how do you say it? The lone fish. Lone fish? Oh, you mean ice pick is the name of a lone shark? Oui, the ice pick is an evil man. You're sure he's the one who killed Ernie? My Ernie, he was worried about the ice pick. He told me about him this evening. Very curious. I'm surprised you had time to see Ernie tonight. Why is that? Because you've been spending so much time with Mr. Dorian. Oh, you mean the Steve? He's the attractive man, but we are only the friends, no? But my Ernie, what will I do without him? I can see you're upset. I'll leave you alone. Steve! Mr. Dorian.
Miss Bow.
Thank you for showing me your scars, Steve. They were very, very nice.
Haven't seen you in a while, Mr. Dorian.
Well, women keep carrying me off.
Carrying you off?
Yeah. First, Miss Delacroix pulled me away from the party to show me the old master's gallery. Then there was Dr. Miklos. She's been pestering me about my scars ever since she found out I worked on the docks. Weird lady.
You don't seem too upset by all the attention.
Well, I would rather have spent the time with you.
I'd think a big, strong man like you would have been able to get away from them if you wanted to do so.
Well, I hate to be rude, and I did end up finding you here.
Have you heard about the murders?
Murders? Oh, I guess somebody did mention that.
You seem kind of distracted.
Yeah, well, I've got news for you, too. I think some of the paintings in the Old Masters Gallery are forgeries. The paint is still wet on some of them.
Yes, well, I hardly think that...
Oh, Steve, a terrible thing has happened. Ernie is dead.
Ernie?
Yes, my Ernie. What will I do? Oh, I need a big man to cry on. Please, come into my office.
Sorry, Miss Bow. The poor woman seems very upset. Maybe there's something I can do for her.
I can just guess what that is.
We can talk more later, okay?
We'll see about that.
You hear muffled voices coming through the door to Yvette's office.
Ooh la la.
How does that feel?
It is magnifique. Mmm.
I'm not rubbing too hard, am I?
The harder the better, mon ami.
Well, we all get a little stiff now and then.
Ooh, and you are so good at working out the kinks. Mmm.
Would you mind not moaning so loud? You might draw attention.
Ooh, I cannot be helping it. You are so big and so strong. Mmm.
Oh my.
Oh, dear!
Miss Bow,
Sacré bleu.
I can explain this.
I bet you can, Mr. Dorian.
I'm just rubbing her neck.
Oui, and he does it so well.
I'll just leave you two alone.
Miss Bow, wait.
That's not the sort of thing. An old toolbox. A rare skeletal specimen of the saber-toothed jackalope discovered high on the frozen slopes of Mount Everest. Extinct for over 20,000 years, scientists speculate that this jackalope was in the process of climbing the highest peak in the Himalayas when it died suddenly of arthritis. It's a stuffed bear. 2 interesting skull specimens from early humans who don't need them anymore. A fine stuffed example of the African giant pouched rat, also known as the Gambian pouched rat, found from Gambia in the west to the Sudan and Kenya in the east and southwards to the Transvaal, nearly 3 feet long, discovered by R. Meinertzhagen, who tracked this rat for years before cornering it in a sleazy bar in Kenya. It's a bust of Nefertiti, Egyptian queen of the 14th century BC and wife of the pharaoh Akhenaten. An interesting shell specimen formerly belonging to a leaping nautilus. The leaping nautilus was rather an unsuccessful creature since it is now extinct. Obviously, this one is a mere shell of its former self.
Oh, what are you doing here, my dearest darling? Come here and give me a kiss. Do you know how much I've missed you? What is it, my dear? You seem agitated. Oh, I know what you want. I know, but I can't give it to you. Not here, not now.
You hear what sounds like a muffled groan.
Easy, easy, my love. All things come to those who wait. It will all be taken care of in time.
You don't hear anything. One of those new portable typewriters. At a mere £50, you can take it anywhere. Well, you could if it was useful to you, which it isn't, so forget it. It's on the floor, but it's actually a desk lamp. It looks like a shred of clothing fabric. It's a petite woman's shoe. The backs of the high heels on this expensive woman's shoe are heavily scuffed. You pick it up and place it in your purse. A close look seems to indicate that the red hairs belong to a human. Feels like red hair. Feels like red. It looks like a piece of fabric torn from Yvette's dress. You don't need it. Leave it here for the police. The chair is made of wood, and it smells like Yvette's perfume. It's a desk chair. It feels like a wood chair. It's on the floor, but it's actually a desk lamp. Since the floor is an odd location for a desk lamp, and since other desk items have been disturbed, You conclude that the lamp was knocked down during some sort of physical activity that took place on the desk. The subject of this sculpture looks curiously familiar. The sculpture gives off a strong smell of fresh plaster. Yvette's dress doesn't look as good as it did earlier in the evening. Red hair. It appears to be a pair of bifocal glasses. There is plaster in all of the openings on Yvette's face. Mouth, nostrils, eyes, ears. She has several scratches on her face, as well as cuts on her lips. The scarf clearly isn't a scarf. It's the silk hosiery Yvette was wearing earlier in the evening. Her neck under the scarf shows red friction burns, as if she was strangled. This makes you wonder if she died during a passionate moment or had simply developed the habit of wearing silk hose around her neck. Definitely red hairs, probably human. You pick it up and place it in your purse. There appears to be a fingerprint on one of the lenses of the bifocals, although you have no way to identify it. You pick it up and place it in your purse. The scarf around Yvette's neck feels silky where it's not covered with plaster. Nice weave in the hardened fabric of the dress. Yvette's left hand is plastered. There are a few scratches on Yvette's skin, as if she was in a struggle before she died. No split ends. The scarf around Yvette. The fabric of the dress feels stiff from the plaster. A smelly old work boot. The work boot is size 12EE. You pick it up and place it in your purse. The blood is red and almost dry. There seems to have been a struggle here. There are a few spots of blood on the floor. The work boot is size 12EE. Feels like worn leather. Don't touch it. The blood is red and almost dry. There seems to have been a struggle here.
Countess, why are you tied up on my desk? Your face has certainly changed to an attractive pale color, my dear. You seem a little under the weather. Are you okay? Oh dear, you don't look well at all. O'Reilly! You want Mr. O'Reilly? Okay, just wait right here and I'll go get him. Hello, Miss Bo. Do you know where Mr. O'Reilly is?
Well, no, not exactly. I assume he's still in the museum.
Well, I'll find him. If you see him first, would you tell him that the Countess is dying on the desk in my office?
The Countess is dying? What's wrong with her?
Well, she's looking rather pale. Her eyes are glazed, and she's not breathing much. I'd guessed she'd been bitten by a snake.
By a snake?
Must you keep repeating everything I say? In any case, I've got to go now.
Oh!
It's the bound and dead body of the Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton. The scent of the smelling salts is overpowering at this close range. You pick it up and place it in your purse. Don't touch it. They seem to be ordinary table grapes, nice and ripe. You pick it up and place it in your purse. A scientific report on the topic of archaeological excavations in Ahwahnee, California. The intercom's case has been cracked in its fall to the floor. Her bloodshot eyes are open and staring into infinity. Her lips have a bluish tint. There are no signs of violence on or around her face or head. Her fingernails are clean and unbroken, showing no signs of violence. You detect a trickle of what could prove to be cobra venom. You deem it wise not to touch it when you remember that it's a neurotoxin that causes progressive paralysis leading to respiratory failure. That biology class was useful after all.